Yo, everybody, it's OMONDI from the Man United Agenda, and it's quiz time on the spot. And we're here with a good friend of mine, Darren, and we're ready to go. Hello, everyone. It's 8:30 Friday night. That only means one thing. It's Football Mastermind on the spot. And as you know, you have to beat the quiz masters. Myself, OMONDI. We'll be delivering 12 questions on football and football general knowledge. And someone's got to top it. Most to beat is 11 out of 10. That's from Jay Motti. And behind him is Kahinde, my brother, with 10. So that is the benchmark right there. I'd like to introduce to you. I'll let him introduce himself. His name's Darren. And tell us, Darren, where are you from?
Hi, guys. I'm Darren. I am from Norfolk. Big up the Norfolk Massive. I run a Sunday league football team called Woodlands United, hence the badge and the thing in the name, which Zach, aka OMONDI, aka all kinds of names that he's got on the YouTube. Plays for, along with his brother and quite a few good friends of ours. Club's been running for about nearly 40 years or so. I've been running it as chairman, stroke secretary, treasurer, assistant manager, water boy, you name it, last few years. Occasionally get a game when we're desperate. Not quite super sub as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, but, you know, every little helps and all that. So obviously, like I said, Zach's part of that. We've got a big... like I say, it's one team on Sunday, but almost like a big dysfunctional, drunken, happy family. And yeah, football-wise, I love watching all levels of football, from Premier League, international, all the way down to non-league. Speaking of non-league, I support Barnet. So aim low, you'll never be disappointed.
Darren, that was an issue because on the Football Mastermind, as you know, it's 6 questions on football general knowledge and 6 questions on your favourite chosen subject, which is usually a Premiership club. Unfortunately, you support Barnet, which, all due respect to you, that's a great thing to do. A noble thing to do. Yeah, someone's got to do it. But we're not going to choose Barnet for your chosen subject, are we, today? What subject are you going to use?
In the spirit of the show, being Manchester United Agenda, I am going to have a crack at Manchester United and see if I've got any more knowledge than your usual London-based Manchester United fans.
Don't have a dig at them. They'll be attacking you in the comments soon.
Well,
all right, brilliant. So
they can do, yeah.
Just going back to Woodlands United FC, hashtag Woodlands United. Do you want to tell us about this season, how it's going? And we've got an important game this weekend.
Yeah, it's been a bit of an up and down season, I suppose. League form, about 50-50 in terms of wins and losses. No draws yet. We've had a few good cup runs, got to the County Cup quarterfinals, and we're in one competition left. It's called the Champions Cup, where we qualified. Unfortunately, it was through a loss, but we got to the Divisional Cup final last year. We qualified through our appearance in that, so we go straight into the quarterfinals for that. So fingers crossed we can still get our hands on some silverware.
So everyone out there, wish us luck. This Sunday we're playing St. Nick's. Is it St. Nick's?
Yep, St. Nicholas. Yep.
Okay.
Another decent, well-run Sunday league club, but not as good as us, hopefully. At least not Sunday anyway.
So make sure you subscribe. Everyone watching, press the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Joshua Vaughan is in the house. He said Barnet. He's having a good giggle about that. And he also said light looks great off that shiny head.
Thanks, Josh.
Thank you, Josh. Yeah, big up. So we're going to go into the choice of questions now. So as you know, how it works, with 6 questions on football general knowledge and 6 questions on your chosen subjects, which today is Manchester United. Can I just add as well to the guys out there, Darren, I always bring the quizzes to the football club afterwards. We do a quiz on a Friday night. By Sunday, after the game, we go to the pub, we have a chat and a laugh, and I always try to bring out the quizzes. And Darren is so good at the quizzes that this is why I've invited him on, because he knows everything about everything. And hopefully he'll be proven right today. He's Irish as well. I was going to do Republic of Ireland, but I thought that might be a bit too easy for you. So let's go. So what are you going to choose first? You're going to choose football general knowledge or Manchester United?
I would go with the general knowledge first.
General knowledge. Good. Let's have a look. Let's see how we do this. Okay, you're on the big screen now. This is football general knowledge. Okay, like I said, there's no timer, but we will have to prompt you.
Yep.
And you can't go back to the questions. Once I've asked the question, just either pass or and we move on. So this is football general knowledge. Everyone out there, especially Joshua, wish him luck. And we're going to start. Are you ready? You want to get a glass of water? You want to wipe your brow or something?
No, I'm all good.
Okay.
Just hope everyone's watching can see the screen and not blinded by the light of my shiny head.
And in the words of the famous Captain Picard, which we always, have a joke about with you.
Make it so.
Make it so and engage. Let's
engage.
Go. Okay, question 1, Darren. True or false? Man City have never won a European trophy.
False. I think they might have won something way back when they were Division 1 many years ago, probably 40, 50, 60, something like that.
Okay.
Don't know which one, but I think they might have won a European trophy.
Okay, we can discuss that afterwards. Question 2. Name Southampton's old stadium. They moved in St. Mary's in 2001.
Oh, the Dell.
Question 3. Sunderland moved into Stadium Light in 1997. What was their former stadium's name?
Baroka Park.
Question 4. Sunderland famously beat Leeds in 1973 FA Cup final, but who beat them in 2-0 almost 20 years later in 1992?
Sorry, who beat Sunderland 2-0?
Yeah.
Oh, that was Liverpool.
Okay. Question 5. Which Italian club did Graham Souness sign for from Liverpool in 1984?
Sampdoria.
Question 6. Which Scottish international striker signed for Barcelona from Spurs in 1984? Terry Venables was the manager there, helping them win the first title since 1974.
Scottish. Oh, pass. I'm gonna kick myself. But
okay, you passed. That's great.
Passed.
We're gonna move on. We'll come back to these later, but I think you're doing pretty well. Well done. Man United now. This is your Man United. This is where you could get messed up because it's not Barnet. How are you feeling after those first 6 questions?
I reckon I've got about 4 out of 6 so far.
Okay, you're doing pretty well. Are you nervous? Need to get a glass of water, wipe your brow?
No, I'm all good. I'm all good.
All right. So, Captain Picard, are we ready to engage?
Yes, we are. Make it so.
Yeah. Let's go. All right, Manchester United questions. This is the second round now. Let's go. And big up. Sorry, before we go, just want to say big up to our midfield number 10, Steve. He says not too bad when you're sober either. Anyway, let's move on.
Yes, Steve.
Question. This is all about Man United now. Question 1. Which Irish player, an Irish international, was the first player to be sent off an FA Cup final in 1985?
Kevin Moran.
Question 2. Which player would miss the European Cup final in 1968 through injury? He scored 171 goals in 309 appearances.
Sorry, can you repeat the stat?
Okay, so which player would miss the European Cup final in 1968 through injury? He scored 171 goals in 309 appearances.
68. Oh, Christ. I'm going to go Dennis Law.
Question 3. Mark Hughes played for 2 clubs between 1986 and 1988 before re-signing for Man United. Name the 2 clubs, please. Barcelona
and Bayern Munich.
Question 4. Against which club did Cantona perform the famous Kung Fu flying kick in 1985 at Selhurst Park? Was it A, Wimbledon, or B, Palace?
Crystal Palace. Wimbledon were just a tenant there.
Oh, very posh. Well done. And question 5, who had more England caps? Was it Wes Brown or Gary Pallister?
Wes Brown. Gary Pallister should have got more, but it was Wes Brown. I'm pretty confident it was Wes Brown.
All right. And what do all these players have in common? Bobby Charlton, Ray Wilkins, Brian Robson, Paul Ince, Beckham, Rio, and Rooney. When it comes to
they've all been England captains.
Brilliant. Stop the clock. There is no clock, but we stop right there. Darren, how do you think you've done?
I reckon I'm probably not top of the scoreboard, but a respectable mid-table finish, which is probably better than what Barnet will get this season.
Just going through the comments here. Anthony, how you doing, Anthony? He says, big up, do love a clear quiz. Yes, you do, Anthony. You always jumping in. I want to see you on the show one day. Josh is asking if you're down the ball tonight. That's a pub.
Yeah, I might be.
Barcelona, Bayern Munich. Yeah, we got that right. Whoops, I'm giving it away, but yeah, that's true. Crystal Palace, says Anthony. And Brown, says Anthony. And England captains as well. So let's see if you're right. Steve reckons you got 9 right. So we're about to start. Let's go back through the questions. You started with football general knowledge. True or false, Man City have never won a European trophy. You said that was false. They probably have. And you're correct. They have won a European trophy. Do you know what it was? What trophy it was?
No, Cup Winners' Cup, possibly the Fairs Cup when it was the UEFA, before it was the UEFA Cup.
It was the 1969, 1970 Cup Winners' Cup. That was correct. You did sort of almost get that. You said 40, 50 years ago. On the money there. So great start that was. We asked you to name Southampton's old stadium. They moved to St. Mary's Stadium in 2001. The Dell. You said the Dell. Yep, that was correct. So that's 2 out of 2 so far. You're flying. Warp speed. Let's go. Question 3. We asked you, Sunderland moved into Stadium Light in 1997. Name the old stadium they used to play in. You said
Roker Park.
And that was correct. Hat trick of questions right now. Question 4. Sunderland famously beat Leeds in 1973 1-0. Who beat them 2-0 almost 20 years later in the 1992 final? You said
Liverpool. Sorry, I realise I'm not allowed to swear on the show, am I?
That was correct. Correct. Well done. Question 5. How did you know that about Liverpool? You got that quite easy.
I think I remember watching it. I was about 9. Must have watched it on the telly.
Do you remember the scorers or who scored for Liverpool?
Ian Rush. I don't know who the other one was.
Stephen McManaman, I think, what scored one. Maybe Michael Thomas. I can't remember. I know Stephen McManaman definitely got a goal. I know our manager.
Ian Rush is usually a good shout for who scored for Liverpool back then.
Question 5. We asked you, what Italian club did Graham Souness sign for from Liverpool in 1984? You said
Sampdoria.
And you're correct. How did you get that? How did you know that one?
There's obviously, there's the whole thing of Graham Souness criticising people's dirty tackles and stuff on Sky Sports and what have you. And then obviously I've seen on Facebook and various social media videos shared of sort of like, how can Souness be saying that that's really bad when he used to do this? And, him and his Scotland kit and his Rangers kit. And Sampdoria as well. And I think there's a few like iconic pictures of him with his fantastic 80s perm and porn star tash. Extremely tight, Italian kits that were made back in the day, like in Sampdoria, the old blue with the red, white, and black across the badge, and the ERG, I think, was the sponsor.
Andy Herbert also got that right, so big up Andy Herbert. And the final question: which Scottish international striker signed for Barcelona from Spurs in 1984 under new manager Terry Venables, helping them win the first title since 1974?
I passed on that. I'm going to kick myself because it's going to be one of those. Oh, God's sake, I knew that.
Anyone know the answer to this one? Andy Herbert, I've just thrown out to you. Which Scottish international striker signed for Barcelona from Spurs in 1984 by Terry Venables signed him, and they helped win their first titles in about 10 years. Any answers? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No one's got it as yet. It's Steve Archibald. Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Chris is here from Leicester Till I Die. How you doing, Chris? I knew you'd get that one. He's shown your age there, but good player. Do you know much about Steve Archibald? Here we go. Mark Gemini got that as well. Archie. Do you remember him, Steve Archibald?
Not too much. The name rings a bell, but yeah, not obviously one of the bigger names back then, at least in my eyes and what I know. But yeah, I suppose you would. Everyone north of the border is probably you know, want to lynch me right now, but hey, apologies, Leicester.
So that's only one wrong so far. You got 5 out of 6 in general knowledge, and I thought that's brilliant. And especially the way you've explained your answers, you're very sharp this early in the evening. Anyway, going on to the Man United questions. This is you're on a roll. So question 1 under Man United. Here we go, guys. I'm going to read them out again. Big up Leicester Till I Die, Chris. I hope you're doing well, man. Unlike your team at the moment, top 4 is just well off. So first Man United question was, which Irish player was the first player to be sent off in the FA Cup final in 1985? You said
Kevin Moran.
What do you remember about that? Why do you think it's Kevin Moran?
I don't. I was only 2, but I remember that name just sprung out.
Okay, well, you're correct. You're correct, big time. That was a good answer, especially for Man United, a non-Man United fan. That's well done.
Is the Irish thing, really?
Yeah, that's what came away. Question 2: which player would have missed the European Cup final in 1968 through injury? He scored 171 goals in 309 appearances. You said?
I think I said Dennis Law, didn't I? It was a stab in the dark.
You asked for the goals record again.
Yeah, I was trying to. I mean, I don't obviously remember all the stats. So I was just trying to, Yeah, well, you're correct. I am.
Yeah, you're correct. It was Dennis Law.
Right, cool. I figured it was going to be one of the Trinity. It was either going to be Law, Best, or Charlton. And I just thought, right, yeah, I think I'm pretty sure the other 2 played. I don't remember.
It's like 171 goals in 309 appearances. Yeah, outstanding. Dennis Law, top player, and he didn't play. I think Brian Kidd replaced him in that game.
Yeah,
went on to score in that game. So you're on a roll here. I just want to say hi to QNTV. He says, "Hi, mate. Great stream. Press the smash and like button. Stop what you're doing, everyone. While you're watching now, please do what he says and do what I say as well, and do what the Captain Picard says as well. Engage. Press that button. There. Warp speed. Hold on."
Captain Picard.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Lucky mascot.
Guys. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe right now. I mean, Darren's doing brilliantly and he's on a roll here. Question 3. We asked you, Mark Hughes played for which 2 clubs between 1986 and 1988 before re-signing for Manchester United? You said
Barcelona and Bayern Munich.
How did you know that? That's correct.
I just knew that. Like I say, you said I know everything about everything. It's more a little bit about everything, but yeah, no, it's obviously something like that. It's back in the day there weren't many British-based players that were going abroad to places like Barcelona and Bayern Munich and stuff. So something like that's gonna stick out a little bit.
He went on loan to Bayern Munich, didn't he, and then returned back. But what do you think of Mark Hughes as a player?
He was decent. Obviously not the best in the world, but he did a fantastic job at United both spells. He obviously was a good enough player to be going abroad to United and Barcelona. I think he even still did a decent job when he was at Chelsea, like towards the end of his career and that.
Yeah.
Good for Wales. Not the greatest manager in the world, but decent manager. I mean, he's managed 6 Premier League clubs and all that. And be interesting to see how he gets on at Bradford. He's just gone there this week.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. Good shout there. I wasn't trying to link that because of the current affair. Yeah, I did remember hearing that. Question 4 said, against which club did Cantona perform a famous Kung Fu kick in 1995 at Selhurst Park? I gave you a choice between Wimbledon and Palace. You said
Palace.
Why Palace? Yeah, you actually told me during the quiz. You mentioned there that Wimbledon, it's not their home grounds. Do you want to add to that?
I'm pretty sure it was Palace. If I remember correctly, it was. I think it was a bit of a bad-tempered game. Aside from that, anyway, I think Man United and Crystal Palace did usually have a few physical encounters. I also remember like Roy Keane stamping on people there and what have you. And
Gareth Southgate, didn't he? Stamp on Gareth
Southgate.
Or was that Cantona? I can't remember now.
No, that was Keane stamping on Southgate. And so I'm pretty sure it was Palace.
You're correct. That was kind of a teaser because obviously Wimbledon were playing at Selhurst Park at the time as well. So yeah, great. You got that right. You're on a roll. Just want to say, Mark Gemini, how you doing, Mark? He says Sparky was an excellent player, not decent captain. He says powerful upper body and a great shot. And also Annie Herbert says brilliant player. Let's talk about probably Hughes again. Brilliant player, strong, good goals. He stopped Peter Beardsley coming to United. Oh yeah. Peter Beardsley was at United, I think, wasn't he? Or we could have signed him. I think that was the issue. But he wasn't really shining then, but he turned out to be class. Peter Beardsley, do you want to talk about him? How good was Peter Beardsley, man?
Fantastic chin.
Anyway, let's move on. Let's not go. Question 5 now. We asked you, who's had more England caps? Was it Wes Brown or Gary Pallister? And you were quite convicted in this. You said?
I said Wes Brown. And reason being is when Pallister was around, it was always usually sort of like Tony Adams, Martin Keown, people like that ahead of him. Whereas Brown was a bit more versatile. He could play at right back as well as centre back. So he probably would have got more games and probably came on more as a substitute as well, I think. So, yeah, Pallister only got a handful, didn't he? I think.
Well, this is why you're correct. Wes Brown did have more caps than Pallister, but Wes Brown had 23 caps and Gary Pallister had 22. So there wasn't much in it. But the way you process elimination there, the way you worked that out was brilliant, and you are correct. That's all that matters. And finally,
I thought Brown had more than that, to be honest. But
yeah, me too. I would have suspected that. Finally, last question here on the Man United. We asked you, what have all these guys got in common? Bobby Charlton, Ray Wilkins, Brian Robson, Ince, Beckham, Rio, and Rooney. And we know they've all played for Man United, but it's to do with internationals.
They've all captained England.
Brilliant. And that was correct. And how do you think you've done then, overall, looking at that?
I don't know. I think the only one I got wrong was the Archibald.
Steve Archibald. Yeah. You've got 11 out of 12. And you are up at the top of the leaderboard. I'm going to have to get you a green jacket for Sunday. And you're top of the leaderboard with 11, equal with Jay Motti, and 1 ahead of Kahinde, Zico, my brother. So
I've got Woodland's bragging rights at least.
Yes, you do now. You do. You are actually the official quiz master of the football team and of the Man United agenda right now. That was brilliant there, Darren. I mean, I can't praise you enough. You flew through the questions and you were able to sort of articulate why you answered in a certain way. So I thought that was top draw. Maybe later in the season you come back again and defend your crown, which you probably have. We're gonna have to get a new size crown for you for your head. This is all love. It's all banter to girls. Is there anything you want to say?
Depends if the crown's shinier than my head or not.
Exactly. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, that was fun. I did better than I thought I would, to be honest with you. I was going to be happy to be, maybe about sort of like 7, 8, 9 on the scoreboard. But yeah, I'm quite happy with top. I might have to go head to head with this Jay Motti guy.
You both got bald heads, so that would be interesting. Head to head with him. Yeah, he's got a shiny head as well. So.
Oh, the grass doesn't grow on a working pitch.
So, Darren, do you just want to, once again, can you plug our famous football club? Sorry, before we do, just want to say, Anthony's saying here, well done, Darren. That was a good one, mate. Bigging you up. Do you want to just plug finally, for those who weren't here at the beginning, about the football club that you run and the big game we've got this weekend?
Yep, so Woodlands United, we've been going for nearly
what league?
40 years. We play in the Harrow Sunday Challenge Football League in Division 2. A couple of decent cup runs this year. We've got 1 cup left. We're playing a competition called the Champions Cup, which is a league competition for previous league winners and cup finalists. So we qualified for reaching our divisional cup, the Kane Cup last year. Unfortunately, we didn't win that, but we did well to get there. First final that the club had reached in about 15, 16 years. So that's even before I was with the club. I've been with them. This is my 10th season now. So
can we just go through the squad and just give a shout out to all the guys? So goalkeepers, Miles and Shane.
We've got Miles and Shane. We've got our motor mouth right back, Ed. Everyone's favourite person to love and hate all at the same time. We've obviously got yourself and your brother. We've got back in defence. We've got Francis. We've
Lewis,
got Liam, Lewis. We've got Owen. Josh, obviously, who's injured, but we're just trying to find out whether I'm coming down the pub later. Wait, hold on. I'm going to go through the list. Let's
big up all the guys. Come on, this is Woodlands United, a little plug-in zone for us.
So we've got Aaron, Barry, Callum, Chaz, Chris Farr, Damien. We've got various Dans. Dan Bartlett, Dan Okoro, Danny Fitzpatrick, who shows up every now and again. He's just as bald as me. Obviously got my drunkards in training, Jake and Francis. Got Matty, Mauro, who's Mauro's currently injured, but obviously big part of the family. Comes all the way from South London to play. Obviously Rion, one of our former injured players, who still comes up every now and again. We've got Robin, we've got our new players, Sean, Tom. There's obviously Jan as well, a big beast in the middle. It's Steve, who obviously mentioned earlier, his brother Rich.
Have you mentioned Barry yet?
Yes, of course I've mentioned Barry. If Barry hasn't tuned in, he's not getting my man of the match vote on Sunday. I think that's pretty much everything. And then, of course, there's Chris, the manager. How can I forget Chris, the main man in charge?
Big up to Chris Bell. Well,
he's got a tough, if not tougher, job than me. I do all the stuff behind the scenes. He picks the team. And sometimes can be a nightmare, especially if I'm the only substitute.
So, guys, if you're watching, and please wish us luck. Quarterfinal this Sunday. Woodlands against St. Nick's, our sort of local derby as well. And hopefully we'll get the result and get to the semi-finals. Darren, I just want to say here, as it says here, been watching your videos on Monday, put it on Facebook. How's the player with a broken leg? Talking about when we played the friendly the other day. Yeah.
Against Oxy. Right, I believe he's had his surgery. He's not going to be able to play football again, unfortunately. I think he had rods put in his leg to be able to walk, so his footballing days are over. But I believe he's on the road to recovery. I need to sort of like catch up with Aaron, the guy in charge of their club. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't there myself, so I didn't see it. Apparently, it was, from what I've been told, it was a strong challenge, but a fair challenge. Unfortunately, these things happen.
Yeah, Kieran went in with a good challenge.
Oh yeah, of course, Kieran. I forgot Kieran. Sorry.
Kieran. Yeah. So he's on the mend, but unfortunately, his football career is over. This is what happens with Sunday football. I mean, we had an issue as well where we had to wait ages for the ambulance. They weren't see us as a priority, which I thought was outrageous. And this is what we do. So wish us luck. The brave men of the Woodlands going out there every Sunday in all weathers, in all pitches, and performing. So if you're not a fan of Woodlands already, hopefully after today, speaking to Darren and myself and getting to know the team by name, you'll follow us and keep.
Yeah, we're all on social media. We've got a Facebook page, Instagram, Twitter. We do have a website as well, www.theclubhq.com/Woodlands United 1984. That does need a little bit of updating, but yeah, we're on social media. Come give us a follow, give us a like. Just obviously after the Man United agenda, because I've got to plug that in. Zach's had me on it, so I can't go without saying that. But yeah, so like I say, it's club's been going 40 years, just always trying to make things bigger and better, and have fun whilst doing so. And that's the main reason we're.
And most certainly we do have fun.
Yeah, and, we obviously try and win, but yeah, as long as we have fun on the way, that's the main thing. Like I say, we've got a good group of lads. It's a bit of a dysfunctional, happy, drunken family. We go down the Crown in Norfolk on Sundays after every game. We're good enough to sponsor
as well, aren't they? Sponsor.
So
yeah. On that note, we're gonna close it down now. Back down to Warp 1. I just want to say, finally, Darren, you've been fantastic. Obviously, if people should know, you've got top of the leaderboard up there with Jay Motti, so you smashed it. And next time I need to come a lot harder at you. Even though I thought I was going to sort of catch you out with a few of them, you were sharp today. So big up to you. I won't see you on Sunday because I'm working, but good luck to the lads. And thanks for everyone who's tuned in. God bless you. See you later.
See you later, guys.